Hello, Outriders. It is Ebontis here, and in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is one big announcement for Outriders that happened today, and it's the fact that it is going to be coming to the Xbox Game Pass and then Game Pass Ultimate. It does not seem like it's going to be coming to PC, to my understanding. PC is still either going to be Steam or Epic Store. And remember, if you played the demo on Steam and you want your progress to carry forward, make sure you buy the game on Steam. But for Xbox, it is going to be on console, and then I think also xCloud, so like Android and wherever you can play it on xCloud. But it's going to be day and date. So April 1st, it will launch, and you'll be able to just go to your Xbox Game Pass on your Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and you're going to be able to download Outriders and kick it off. Now, the cool thing about this game is that it does have crossplay. So even though you may have it on Xbox and be like, hey, I don't know if all my friends are there, you're still going to be able to play with your friends, which is the really awesome thing about crossplay. So if I've got it on PC, my brother's got it on PS5, and another friend of mine's like, I've got Game Pass, I'm going to play it on Xbox, we can still all play together, which is honestly one of those really fantastic features that Outriders is doing. And the main reason I hope more people get to play it, which is why I think it's a great thing for it to be on Xbox Game Pass, is the fact that it's going to get it in more people's hands. And the main reason I want it in more people's hands and more people to give it a shot, which for free, hopefully they give it a decent one, is the fact that I think there's more in this game than people think. The demo doesn't go that deep. It doesn't even show you crafting and the potential with the weapons. You're only mostly fighting humans, besides this kind of weird dude that I'm fighting right now, kind of farming him out. But the main thing to make note of is the fact that you've got a game that actually has some really cool features to it, but not everybody's going to actually really see them yet. And I think the main reason they're not going to see them is because you're dealing with a game that's got a decent amount of depth to it, but it doesn't unlock till you get past this first chapter in the demo. So some people might be like, it's a third-person shooter, cover's kind of okay, you know, it's one of those things. But on the other side, you've also got a lot of things when crafting does unlock. You've got tier 2 and tier 3 mods. You've got armor sets. You're going to have, you know, enemies that are obviously going to be a little more beefy when it comes to, you know, these altered guys. You've also got potential options when it comes to other things as well. And I think just the cool part about it is the fact that the game is not going to be live service. Now, if they have a really cool reception to the game, maybe they'll get some, you know, live service changes. Not live service. I don't ever expect that for this game. But I really think what they're potentially going to do is take this game and be able to really and possibly just maybe add a small expansion to it later, like maybe add another class later on, maybe do something a little bit deeper into the game. And I think that's one of those things that could be very cool because the game has a lot of potential. And as you work through the demo, if you really dig deep into what the mods can unlock, like the way the armor works, the way the mods work for your abilities, there's actually a lot of depth there. And I think you can really take even one class and play it about, like, you know, 6 or 7 different ways. So take my current character, for example, my Devastator. This is one. Currently, you know, I've got some blue stuff I've been working through, and they've got some decent quality of life stuff that they've just learned. Like, put the quality of life in there, you're going to be better off. So the nice thing is, as you go through your abilities, you're only going to be able to have 3 of them at a time, but you have 8 total. But the big thing is you can take any of these abilities and the mods on your armor are going to be able to make it so much different. So I can take, you know, I've got Impale, which is, you know, a skill I don't even have yet. I've got Earthquake, which I've got a bonus Earthquake now. I've got, you know, damaging enemies with this skill, steals 33% of their armor. So when I hit damage them, I'm going to take armor, keep that some a little more survivable. Also increases the base damage by 65. And then I've got Golem, so I can throw this one on. But if I really go deep into one of mine, I've got Reflect Bullets, and I've got a lot of mods for it, which is kind of insane which everything you can do to reflect bullets. So let me throw everything I've got for reflect bullets on here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Because then I'll go through and describe. Now I have one ability that does all of these things. I still have the functionality. I still have the Earthquake, just does some less damage. I still have Gravity Leap, still doing a decent amount of damage. Both of these are going to be interrupts. But for Reflection, my protection skill now, which would normally, you know, basically accumulate all the bullets. 12 seconds later, it's going to send those bullets back out to all of those enemies in front of you. And this is where things get really deep, and depending on if you have, you know, purple or set armor that has 2 mods on it, and I don't know how deep the mods are really going to go. And if there's 2 mods, you're going to be able to go absolutely crazy with this stuff. So I need to see some purple, like, epic gear. And if you have 2 mod slots, same thing. Right now, legendary or rare weapons right now have 1 mod. Legendaries and epic weapons, which are going to be the step below legendaries, have 2 slots. If armor has 2 slots and you can put that many mods on it, oh, you're going to be able to go completely crazy with builds. But take Reflect Bullets, this one ability. So normally it just functions, as you said, take all the bullets, gather them all up, and then the accumulation of damage is reflected back to enemies in front of you. So it's the total accumulation of the damage you would take. Now, it increases the skill's duration by 20%, so it's going to gather them for longer. Increases the damage of reflected bullets by 25%. Every bullet gets 25% more damage going out. That's huge because some bullets may be strong, some bullets may be weak, but if everyone hits 25 harder, that's going to really add up. I've got auto reflect. Now I can fight while the skill is active, so... But the other piece is you cannot manually deactivate the skill, so it just runs for the period of time that it does. Now, it does only negate 50% of the damage, so you'll take some of the damage, but it is going to auto-reflect every single bullet during the duration that it runs, and you also know that you have get increased damage on all of those, and I've got the duration by 20%. I've also got it here. All reflected bullets apply bleed. So if I don't kill anything, I've already applied bleed to it. And then to top everything off up here, the enemy with the most health takes 50% more damage. So this is a prime example of how mods are going to be able to take one ability, and you could theoretically, if you have legendary armor, you can take these mods and you can theoretically have 2 per piece of armor. So 2 of my 3 abilities can be completely modified to a point where they are insanely powerful. And the reason why you may think that this may be game breaking, when you play through the demo, you're only in World Tier 5. When you go through the full game, you'll be able to get to World Tier 15. And then when you play the expeditions in Endgame, they have the same world tiers, but World Tier 15 in the expeditions is going to be even harder. So, kind of busted abilities at one point probably are going to be needed when you get towards the end game. Same thing with weapons. I've got this thing right here. Vulnerability bullets. Shots inflict vulnerable on enemies, cooldown of 8 seconds. Okay? I have to hit them one time. So like this boss, I shoot him one time, he's vulnerable. He takes 30% more damage when that effect is in there. And then while that's going, I can switch over to my legendary weapon and just dump a ton of damage into him. So the combination, and imagine this vulnerable bullets, and I've got weapon life leech on here, so I can just dump damage into him. And if this was an epic weapon, like I raised the rarity, now I have another mod slot. I can take any other functionality I've got in there. I can also inflict burning. I could do life restock, so if I do kill a bunch of enemies with my auto shotgun, when I'm done, I'm going to get health back. Or, you know, killing weapons increases weapon leech. I can increase the critical shot damage by 15%. So lots and lots of things that you're going to be able to do with the modding. I can give myself shields. That's normally just something for one of the classes, the Trickster. Shots literally just generate shields. Like if I switch over and I do this one right here. Well, didn't mean to use the ability, so forget that one, but... Shots will not generate, but if I actually hit them, I'm going to, like, any shot that I fire is going to generate shield on my character. That's another way to stay alive. So they've made this game and they've seemed to have scaled it fairly well for solo players. They've also seemed to have done a good job for groups because the scalability is there, but also you're going to have the synergy of your abilities that's going to help you, like one person crowd control in the slow bubble, another person set them on fire, another person come in and do a temporal blade where you slice them all up, and then the pyromancer gets the health because the people they marked died. The slowed guy kills them because they're probably going to slice them up close. And then you could have a technomancer in back, honestly line them up with just like the artillery launcher, kill everybody, and everybody wins. So, I mean, you've got the synergy where it's going to be really powerful playing together, but I think they've also done a decent job making the solo play also viable. So, I know I've talked about this game multiple times on my channel, but it's just one of those that I've actually been having a lot of fun with. Now, I do want to clarify, this is not a live service game. There's no planned DLC. There's no planned seasonal content. When you buy the game, you're going to get the complete package. Or, if you download an Xbox Game Pass on console, you're going to have the complete package. The full 30 or 40-hour story, however long it takes to get through it, and the expedition in-game grind, trying to really go for min-maxing, which I think is going to be fairly deep. Between the skill trees... Here, you've got 3 deep skill trees. You've only got 20 points you can put into them. So you can only get out to the end of one skill tree and maybe pop off on a couple random ones. You've got 8 different abilities, which you can have very different play styles. Synergize that with this, and then have armor that's playing into those, and then weapons that's... It's going to be really, really fun to see how deep some of these builds go and how specialized some of these, like, abilities, like, reflect bullets right now is just ridiculously OP. I bounce everything back. It lasts 20% longer. I can fight while I'm reflecting bullets, and as long as I'm getting some damage out there and some close-up kills, I'm still getting healing. And, you know, if there's a boss on the map, he's taking 50% more damage than anybody else. There's so many cool, deep things in this one. It may not be for everybody, and this may not be a game for you, but I think there's a lot that people haven't quite seen the depth that this game is going to be able to offer with regards to min-maxing and just kind of build crafting that you're going to be able to do with these characters, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun for however long it lasts you. Some people are going to play the end game a lot longer, really grinding, getting efficient, going for like record speedruns and stuff. Some people just may go through the campaign. So it's really up to you and how hard you want to make the game and how deep you want to go into it. But I think you're definitely going to get a pretty substantial, value for what you buy. And then especially on Game Pass now, is you can just log in and download it. Please play this game. Then you're going to have crossplay. You can play with anybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And again, just the announcement for crossplay. If you are on Xbox console or if you play on xCloud, probably both are one and the same. This does not include Xbox Game Pass for PC, by the way. It is just console, so just be aware of that. Or Ultimate, but Ultimate, it's not going to be the PC version. It's just the main thing I want to make clear. So if you've pre-ordered on Xbox, you can cancel that one and just get the free version. If you want to maintain your pre-order, get the pre-order bonuses, you can do that. And again, if you're on PlayStation, if you're on Steam, you've still got the demo, so your progress will carry over. Remember, if you want to switch over to Xbox and you've got one of those too, you could theoretically, download the demo on Xbox, play for the next couple weeks, kind of try and unlock some stuff on characters there, and then you'll still hit the ground running there. Now, remember, if you've been playing the demo like I am on Steam, you can't just go, it does not cross-save. So you can't play the demo on Steam and then get the, Xbox Game Pass version. Your progress won't carry over. You would basically start over. That's the only difference. So hopefully this is clear for everybody. I just wanted to let you guys know that this news is out here, that Outriders is on Xbox Game Pass. Great value, more people to try it, and more people in crossplay. It's a really good thing. So I'm looking forward to this one. Hopefully you guys are too. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, drop a like below, leave a comment if you have any thoughts. If you've had any really cool ability builds in the demo so far where you've got 5 mods for one thing and it just goes absolutely crazy, let me know that below. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be covering this and, of course, Destiny 2. And then also what I'm going to be doing is covering Outriders as well. So Outriders, Destiny 2. And if you guys do follow the channel, I'll be doing a giveaway for a copy on Steam here very soon as well. So stay tuned for that. If you made it to the video, that's news to you. You can also find me on Twitter and Twitch, streaming on Twitch, on Twitter, and maybe I'll stream on YouTube as well. Thank you all very much. I'll see you soon.